Hey guys, here we are back on another laser install video. This one is from a few weeks back and represents the first OREE laser I installed. And we're taking a trip up to Shelby, Michigan, right near Lake Michigan, to the shop of the Cochin family. And Logan Cochin was my main contact there. But the cool thing about this is it's 3 generations of Cochin men running this business. Because of the global shipping problems, I elected to have this machine brought into the port of Houston and then hot shot it on up to Michigan. So the first couple of pictures here are of the machine out of the container in Houston, loaded on a 40-foot gooseneck hot shot rig, heading on up to Michigan. And then the next few pictures you're going to see here are once it's arrived. You can see the guy had it tarped down. That's right in front of the shop there at Cochin Iron over there in Shelby, Michigan. And just a few pictures of getting it unloaded and with the telehandler, SkyTrack, Lull, whatever you want to call it, machine. It's a great way to get one unloaded like this. And finally, here's the machine in its new spot. And the next couple videos you're going to see are just an overview, walk around of the machine as, you know, I think maybe the first day or second day I was there. Here we're just bolting on the side shelf that holds the drag chain or cable track, whatever you want to call it, to go ahead and get the rest of the cabling mounted on the machine. And then this is when we first got the machine booted up. We had all the servos were alarming. And the cool thing about the OREE machine is it actually has phase detection in the machine. And as it turned out, we had the phases reversed. And that's what was causing the alarms. So easy fix once we knew what to look for there. And I will just say that, you know, this machine gave us some difficulty. All right, sir. Just showing you what we got so far. This is the back of the machine. Pretty unique to have this opening cavity. And that's the 3,000 watt max power source. We don't have all the covers on yet. Getting ready to move the tube cutter over into place. The machine is powered up and running now. I guess it's off right at this moment, but just get you a look at. This is our power source wire coming in, and I'm going to tuck that up in that cable track and get that out of the way. These wires are not used. That's the height controller. And again, we see that white panel, we got the side of it off to get access. The tube cutter wires are going to join in right here. And we got covers that'll cover all this up. But down inside the machine, I don't know if you can see the perforated holes right there. So that's the suction, comes back, and you have whatever this is, a 10-inch opening, I think it is, looks like. And we got a hose here, and we got our inlet for the dust collector. So he's elected to put the transformer up there, and his bus bar for 3-phase is right there. You can see it connected. And then here's our voltage stabilizer, or regulator as they call it. Touchscreen panel on this. The control for the dust collector also has a touchscreen. And your little computer stand swivels so you can get right up to the front of the machine and e-stop on off in the main rotary disconnect for the machine. And here's a look at where the tube cutter wires come underneath the machine and then enter up into the front right in the control area. And there's quite a few individual wires. There's 3 dedicated servos and a lot more wiring for the tube cutter. And then here's a little look at the chiller cooling lines heading from the back of the laser source into the chiller. And that's the Kaiser rotary screw compressors you hear running in the background. And then here's showing the startup of the dust collector, and you'll see that it airs out as it gets fully loaded. All right, so in the next few clips, you're going to see just, kind of fine tuning down in the machine, some of the very initial cuts, some calibration stuff, just a few clips of what was happening. And we were definitely troubleshooting an issue with voltage. And as it turned out, it was an issue with the transformer that we had, and OREE's working with us to get the correct one in there. But we were able to work around it and get everything dialed in, running really well before I left, and they continued to use it and fine tune it since that time. So just have a look at some of the activities here. Yeah, like this is one example. You see it was starting to cut really nice, and this is some, I think, 3/8 hot roll plate, and it would get about 3/4 of the way through the cut and shut off. Again, it was related to the voltage problem. And then here's one that was after we reworked a couple things and moved some things around, and we're able to get it to cut. And with the help of the OREE engineers and Logan working his electrical magic there. All right, let's cut another one. Go. And here's a little look at one of the products that they make. This is called the Sound Lounge, and I got to actually meet that customer, and it's some kind of like high-end audio experience, and where you actually feel the audio in addition to hearing it. And I believe this is made out of 1/4-inch stainless, and this is one that they just recently made and have cut on the laser since I've been there. So really cool product. Hey, as I mentioned earlier in the video, you've got the 3 generations of guys working here at the Coach and Iron Group. So you got Bill, who's the grandfather. He's now retired, but really enjoy getting to spend time with him. Lots of experience and wisdom to share with the other guys there. And then you got Josh, who is a fine young man, up-and-coming fabricator, machinist, very talented, very smart, good guy. I know they're proud to have him there. And then you got Logan, who kind of runs the show, is owner, designer, fabricator, machinist, pretty much does a little of all of it. And then Logan's dad is Brett. Brett pretty much runs the office and deals with vendors, customers, suppliers, and also does fabrication. And when these guys have projects coming in, it's kind of all hands on deck. They all jump in, they all cut metal, they all form, weld, and do it all. So if you're interested in getting a laser, here's my email address. Send me an email. Or if you're up near Shelby, Michigan, and want to get more information about Coach and Iron, check them out on their website.